This is gonna be good. Today we have the 2024 Chevy Corvette Z06 with 670 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. It's running on Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's. Going up against the 2024 Mercedes-AMG GT 63 with 577 horsepower and 590 pound-feet of torque. It's running on Michelin Pilot Sport S5s. These monsters are hitting the Edmunds U-Drags rack, which starts with a quarter-mile drag, then they hit the brakes, do a 180, and power back to start-finish. At the end of the first run, we'll swap drivers and lanes and do it again. Do you love Edmunds U-Drags? Subscribe now and head over to Edmunds.com, where you'll find all the info and inventory you need for new or used cars, including the famous Edmunds ratings. And if you're looking to sell, we'll even make you a cash offer for your car today.
So, setting up this 63 AMG, and before I start, what a beautiful car. I think this is just a fabulous piece of design, both outside and in. But anyway, we're not here to eulogize about the aesthetics, we're here to go fast. So, I've gone into AMG mode, into full race, drivers in race, suspension in Sport Plus, dynamics in Master, oh yes, and to access Master you have to turn off the stability control and the exhaust noise is on because it sounds really good. And then to kick things off, left foot on the brake, right foot on the gas, that activates race start mode, not launch control, race start mode, release the left foot, and away we go.
Corvette Z06. I know we've run this in U-Drags before, but it's the first time I get to race this thing against that AMG GT. This thing is an absolute beast. It has the highest output naturally aspirated V8, if I'm not mistaken. Revs to 8,500 RPM, flat plane crank, sounds amazing. So how do we set this up for the best launch? So first thing is I need to put it in track mode. So that's 2 clicks to the right if you start out in Tour. And then you need to turn PTM to either Sport or we're actually running in Race 1 mode because it is pretty warm. So the track surface has a little bit more heat in it. We don't have the sticky Cup 2 tires. It's the 4S tires to sort of give an equal footing with that Mercedes. But we do have a fair amount of grip today. We don't run in Race 2 unless we're running on a prep surface, so this is 1 click down from there. So once you have everything set up, I'm in Race 1, I'm in track mode, you'll get a little indication showing launch control with a brake meter. You press hard on the brake, the meter will tell you if you're pressing hard enough. Floor the accelerator, it'll bring it up to a preset RPM. We're not gonna mess around with the RPM and slip too much. There is an auto setting, so we're just gonna run with that. And off we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, this thing launches spectacularly well.
Wheel spin off the line. But he's not walking away.
Can't even see the Z06.
Not walking away.
Quarter mile, right, braking.
Good brakes, good brakes. Passing him on the brakes.
Whoa, there goes the Z06. He's fast on the brakes.
Come on, Corvette. We got him.
This is close.
We got him.
Oh, and I think he's got me. Oh, he was mighty under the braking.
There you go, America. I did that for you.
Sir, that looked mighty, sounded mighty.
Oh, it felt mighty, like all around. I mean, the launch, I could feel that the traction, it was struggling a little bit, but the traction control certainly kicked in. I thought maybe the bends, like with the turbocharged power, might start walking, but towards the quarter mile, I knew that I'd catch you, and definitely on the brakes. This thing has massive brakes, and then it was all over.
I thought I had a good start. I couldn't see you, but then yeah, suddenly under braking, you were right there, and then I think, you know, the turning point, you were already ahead, and I was like, oh, that's not good. And I hope, like, maybe as we came out of the corner that you could have a bit of V8 torque and it would start to haul you in, but not a chance.
I've sung the praises of the PTM system here, and I'm going to do it again because they've dialed it in so well, especially when you're dealing with all this horsepower and torque, and you don't really have to be, you know, a master of throttle control. You can sort of get into it, be a little bit more aggressive, and sort of lean on the electronics and let it sort out. How about we swap lanes? I wanna shot that Merc.
So into the Z06, and as soon as you get in here, it feels like a proper supercar, and my God, it's loud. Following what Jonathan did, pretty much exactly the same plan. PTM, that's Performance Traction Management in race 1. Use the launch control, leave it in full auto. It's tempting to try and paddle shift it, particularly through braking through the corner, but actually experience suggests let the computer do its magic. It's a little while since I drove a Corvette, and you forget like how focused this thing is. It's a cool place to be.
All right, guys, it is AMG time. Yeah, this thing is ferocious. For one, I got all-wheel drive, which is really gonna help me get off the line and get that launch. That's probably the only advantage I have over that Z06, but this thing has its work cut out for it. That Z06 is just a proper supercar, whereas this is a very fast, sporty coupe. Let's do this.
Side by side.
Whoa! Oh, good launch. Oh, and there's the power advantage.
God, it's loud. It brakes well.
Come on, AMG. You got this, you got this.
Little bit of push on that. A little bit of push. Was a little bit hesitant.
Oh, it is close. It is close. Oh, not close enough.
Come on, America. This thing is such an exciting car, isn't it? It's just the noise. I mean, it's so loud. It feels like properly old school, but I mean old school in a good way. It's got fantastic technology, but just the noise, the sensations. It's mega. It's mega under braking, mega through turn-in. I had a little bit of front end push, and that just delayed me getting back on the throttle just a little bit. But yeah, what a thing. What a thing.
I mean, this Benz also crazy how, you know, luxurious this thing is. And I'm for the most part keeping up with that Z06. I mean, you started walking away towards the end, and that just goes to show the power to weight advantage that the Z06 had. But man, I mean, this thing stops, it fires out of the hole. I felt like I got a fantastic launch, and coming out of the corner, you know, with the all-wheel drive, you really, I got all the stability control turned off, and you can really just hammer it. But yeah, I mean, you know, when it comes down to that, Z06 is just a fantastic machine, and having that V8, you know, just right behind your head is a fantastic experience.
And if you think that the ZR1 is going to have 1,000 horsepower and a version of this engine, the hell is that thing going to feel like?
Well, that was exciting. Here's the track conditions. And for the best numbers. 0 to 60 goes to the GT63 at 3.1 seconds. Quarter mile goes to the Vet at 10.9 seconds. Max cornering goes to the AMG, pulling 1.39 Gs. And the win goes to the Z06 with a total time of 32 seconds at 142.5. For the official leaderboard, head on over to edmunds.com/udrags. The Z06 does not beat its previous best time, so it stays put in 7th. And the AMG places in 12th with its best time of 32.7 at 136.9 miles an hour.
So, Jonathan, we've driven faster EVs around the Edmunds U-Drags course, but that's got so much like guttural appeal, the Corvette. Just the noise and the sensations are epic.
Yeah, I mean, smile ear to ear, like the whole time you're driving it. It's just like, it makes you giddy, makes you laugh. Like, it's just such a good time. And I think that's what you miss with an EV. Like, the EV assaults your senses in other ways with the G-force and thing, and that might not accelerate quite the same, but when you have a 8,500 RPM screaming flat plane crank V8 right behind your head, it's a whole different experience.
And they haven't done much in terms of sound deadening. You know, it's like right there permeating your eardrums. And I feel kind of big in that cockpit. You do feel like this is a kind of old school sports car, but with loads of modern tech that works really, really well.
Yeah, I mean, to talk about the Mercedes just for a second too, like, you know, this is by all accounts like not designed for track driving. It's a way more comfortable GT, yet it has the performance to almost essentially keep up with this.
Yeah.
And yet it's so nice to drive, it's so comfortable. I mean, for me, every day, I mean, I would pick this. I know, you know, you're fine with this, but...
No, I'd take this, but I'm fine with this.
Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Mercedes is just a fantastic machine. All-wheel drive, it uses technology in a different way. Where it sends everything. It's just a very German approach to stuff where you don't need to be loud and brash. You can kind of do it with understatement, and you can do it very well.
And it's fabulously pretty. But ultimately, it didn't win. And in some ways, nor should it. Mid-engine supercar versus front-engine GT, and this did a proper job. Thanks for watching this another epic Edmunds U-Drags. If you want to check out the leaderboard, edmunds.com/udrags. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Why not? And head to edmunds.com for all your car shopping needs and all that sensible consumer advice, like how practical both of these are. And on that sensible, effervescent note, thanks for watching. See you next time.